Hello, my name's Ronnie and welcome to Ronnie's Sunday Crafternoon. This is a time where I have a bit of me time in my shed and do the things that I like to do, and which is mostly sewing, but I do like to do other things. I just like making things. So this is my making things time. And today what I'm going to do is I've got this mannequin, just like a cheap polystyrene mannequin, but it's not big enough. Oh, it's not big enough. Basically, the reason I bought it, it's light, and I want to make it so it will hang. So when I'm making skirts, the skirts will hang. It's easy to do hems and stuff like that. So that's what I've done. So what I've found in my shed, just pop that there. Oh, that's it. So what I'm going to use to make this bigger are these. Now some of you might recognise these, some of you might not, but these are the insulation that comes in HelloFresh boxes. It's what they wrap the food in. So, and it's a nice kind of like soft foamy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use those to pad it out, so the hip part here measures the same as my hips. So at the moment, oh, and it's got this like stretchy covering, excuse me. Yeah, so it's got this stretchy covering, which I don't think may or may not go over. So we're just going to pull that up to just about the waist, like this. So yeah, so there's the waist. And what I might do is just get a pen. Get a pen. Get a pen, get a pen, get a pen. There you go. Just so I can mark where the waist is. So it's, I reckon it's roughly there. So I'm just going to do little marks, just by eye. What's it, the Americans say? Eyeball it. I'm just going to eyeball it and go round and just give myself a mark for where the waist is. Boop, boop. And then that's where I'm going to, oh wow. That's not bad, is it? So what I'm going to do, I've got sticky back tape to start off with, and I'm going to put that around once I've measured, because I've got to measure my own measurements, and then I'm going to measure this one. So I'm going to measure the waist first on here, and the waist on here is 36 3/4. I'm just going to make a note of that, 36 3/4. And my waist is, let's see what my waist is. Excuse me while I like, obviously your waist measurement, it does go up and down, so but it's just so if I'm making anything, I know that it's definitely going to fit me. So my waist measurement is probably quite right. So mine is 50. My waist measurement is 50. So 36 and 50. And then we'll measure around the hip. I don't have to worry about marking the hip, but I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to move her forward so I can find, oopsie. Right, so I reckon that's the hip. Because the thing I've got to work out how to do is, right, 44 and a half. 44 and a half, and my hip, I'll show you what it is I'm going to try and work out to do. Let's get some on my bum. My hip is, if you can hear noises outside, there's people doing DIY and things like that. So, boo, boo, boo. 54. All right. So 54. So that's 10 inches. Yeah. So if I put this on 54 around the hip, that's 10 inches. So, oh, ran the wrong way. Right, so 54. So it needs to be, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 6. So if it's 6 there, so I think if I aim for like 2.5 inches wide of this, it should, but if we do it one piece at a time, we can see, because I'm just going to start with the hip. Right, so that needs to be longer, so we'll duct tape 2 pieces together. So I'll just go move my chair out the way, over there, right, put that there, move my coffee, sorry if you can't, I shall move, ooh, don't put hot cups on wooden tables, just had my mother's voice, the mother's voice. Alright, right, pop that there. So I'm going to duct tape 2 of these together, or gaffer tape, whatever, because that's what I had in the shed. So it's not, I tried to get pieces of foam that were all the same kind of thickness as well. So cool, so that's that stuck together. So let's now have a look and see how long we need that to be to go round. Technically you'd think it should be 44, wouldn't you? But it might not work like that. Right, I'm just going to put my chair in front there. That's it, you can't see it now. You can't see my chair. Move this. And it doesn't matter if it hangs down lower, because as I say, it's for the skirt part. So I'm going to wrap that around the hips once, roughly, and I'm going to get my pen and mark where it hits. That's not straight. I want it to kind of sit, that's it. Yeah, so I want it to, so it roughly sits like that. Put it a little bit tight, but not too tight. Ugh, oh, I can't get my lid off. There. So, cut that. Oh, another trick I saw, I'll move this. So you can tell this is the first time I've done this. I'm keep moving things out of the way. So I want to start going on to YouTube. So if you are a YouTube person, if you could follow me, that would be really helpful. It's Witchcraft Hippieshed. So if you could pop me a follow on there, that'd be good. Right, another tip I saw someone else doing, instead of like if you're just cutting something kind of roughly, instead of like sort of drawing the line and everything, get your ruler or your whatever, your rule, whatever you want to call it, put it in the place where you want to make your cut, and then just use it as a guide as you're cutting. So, which is basically what I'm doing, because it hasn't got the exact. Beep, beep, beep. Right, so hopefully, I'm just going to put it on over here so I can see whether it goes. And it does. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to get some gaffer tape and gaffer tape that into a tube, YouTube, okay, because I'm going to slide it upwards and then stick it on so it doesn't go anywhere. So we'll pop that like that, get some more gaffer tape, and then we'll put that on and we'll measure again and we'll see how much bigger it is, and then we know how many pieces we need. That's the plan. Will it work? I do not know. It might work, it might not, but we're gonna give it a go. Beep. So just stick that down like that. so hopefully my tube, I'll be able to get it to go up. So, oh, we've got a few people. Hi guys. I'm just making it up as I go along. I'm trying to make this mannequin into super goddess size. Oh. Right, hang on. We need the chair. Let's just use the chair. Right, so if I put you upside down like that, boop, you can kind of see. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, so put that on there like that. Right, so that's the first bit on. So now I'm going to measure around there. Hi Sue. What's that? Looking on the wrong page. Ah. No, you're fine. You can always look fab. You're joking, aren't you? I've got a pyjama top and my hair in a knot because I'm hot. Right, I'm going to pop like that. Get me tape. Measure that. That is now 48.5. So we've gone from 44 to 48.5, or 44.5 to 48.5 with one thickness. So I'm going to do another thickness. So, and I've got a bit here left over. So I shall move my chair there. Actually, I'm going to turn my radiator off because I'm getting warm. I'm getting warm. Put that there, so I don't forget. A bit of coffee. Oh, I weighed myself today. I've gone down 1/4 of a stone, so that's quite cool. Hi Jane, doing well. I'm playing around in my shed doing crafts. So I'm not selling anything today. I'm just crafting and showing you what I'm doing, just in case you can pick up some tips, and just doing it kind of real time till I get bored or hungry. So it's not going to be longer than an hour, maybe an hour and a half, who knows. So right, so I'm going to stick this other bit, the bit I had left over. Hopefully I'm going to have enough because I've only got one bit left, but if we can do the hips don't lie. Right, so this bit is going to have to be a bit longer anyway, because it's got to go around that as well, hasn't it? So I'm pretty sure, actually, do you know what, I'm going to use 2 long bits, because it's going to need. Crash goes my yardstick, mother's yardstick's on the floor. Right, so pop that there. Yeah, hopefully, if I can get this done, I want to start my skirt. And I got all excited and I thought, oh no, how am I going to do my skirt if my mannequin's not the right size? And Hattie, my other mannequin, isn't workable at the moment, unfortunately. So, which is another reason why I bought this lightweight one. Right, so I'll go round again. Right, pick that up. Right, you stay on there. Let's do that straight. Boop. Doing it upside down now. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. Oopsie. Dropping it on. I don't know if I'm going to regret it. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. Right, hang on. Everything's falling down. Bear with. Right, come here and behave. Right, so that goes there. Put that round like that. Oop. That round like that. Right, that's it. Near enough. It's close enough for me. Right. So if I draw a line there where it meets. That should tell me the bits cut off. Cut off, cut off. And then we'll measure it once we've put it on and see where we are then. Because if we go up another, so 44, 48, so I'm hopefully with a bit of luck that'll get us to 52 if it does 4, but it might be more because it's a wider circumference, diameter. Oh, I need to cut this float. Won't be a second, guys. Oh, I've forgotten me names of things. Right, cut that. Talk amongst yourselves, happy as can be. Oh, what have we all been doing then? I listen to the radio a lot. I love my radio. And all I've been hearing about this week is flipping Trump and the BBC. And I've listened to, like, everybody's like sort of got an opinion on it. And nobody's got an opinion the same as mine. And it just seems a bit, everyone's going, oh, you know, oh, hang on, do you know what? Might have to make that a bit. Oh, I'm just going to nip another ½ inch off of that. Like telling Keir Starmer to try and talk him out of suing us. He's not going to do that. He'll want something in return. Don't want to give him anything in return. How stupid are the BBC? I'm not being funny. They're supposed to be this whiter than white, like, and purposely editing something. Oh, it still needs to be a tiny bit smaller. I just want this to be a bit more snug on it. So it's misrepresents what happened. Like, we all saw those videos. We all saw them when it was all happening in real time. It was all over everywhere, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? And for them to just like decide that they're gonna muck around with what happens, I think that's well out of order. But hey, who am I? So I actually think, like, Trump's in the right. I think he deserves to sue him. I actually think they're in the wrong. They shouldn't have done it. How stupid are they? And apparently, like, it went through all, like, the checking things, and they told them not to do it, and they did it anyway as well. So, but you know, you can't believe everything you hear. Right, just going to pull that down like that. Right. And then, just for good measure, I'm gonna stick it back on its stick for that. I think I'm just going to put another one round. Just move my chair back that way. Get me pole bit. There it is. Pole. Right, down to where it's roughly supposed to sit. Move that back. Right, so that's what we've got so far on the hips. So I've lost my tape measure again because I'm always losing my tape measure. There it is, just under there. Right, hopefully. Right, go around again, and this time we are at 54. That's what I need. I need 54. Brilliant. Hips are done. So, woohoo. So, who knew? Right, so I'm just going to put that sideways. That looks pretty much straight in there. So, I'm just going to go around. And just... Right. Go around like that. Around like that, just to hold it together, literally, because it's not like there. Now 36, 44 to 54, that's 10 inches. 36 to 50, that is so 37, so that's 13 inches. No, that can't be right. Oh yeah, maybe because it goes in more. So we kind of want that to go sort of up, don't we? It's like, now I'm thinking, what can I use? So if right, okay, what I'm going to do, I can always change it. Oh, I pulled it off the thing. I have this amount of foam that I can use, right? And I need to get rid of this tiny waist to make it more my waist. So I'm going to pad it out just here, yeah? And then if I've got anything left, see, I know that hip 54 is going to be okay because my waist is 50. So if it goes over there, it's going to go over my waist, yeah? So what I'm going to do is work out how big a patch I want to put. So is that roughly half of that? Let's have a look. Aha! So half of that is the height we need. So I'm gonna chop that in half. It doesn't look like half as I'm cutting it, but right, so that is the right height, that side. And that, so two of those, so that's a little bit too high. So I should get rid of that. Right, so that's two. So, and that, looking at that, that is just brilliant. I think that's going to be cool. So I'm just going to nip it with the tape here round to the front and nip the other side. So I'm going to cut two more bits this size. And then hopefully the stretchy top will go over it, she says. Right, so I'm just going to do two more. If not, I'll put a jumper on it or something. Like that. And then we could do fun stuff. I want to play with my skirt. Right, so I'll just cut this other one like that. Yeah, next door there. So you can't see me, can you? Does it even matter if you can't see me? I'm not entirely sure. It's me view. Yeah, she hasn't got a name yet. She's, because like I say, Hattie's otherwise indisposed, bless her. I suppose we have to call her Hattie too. Hanging Hattie. Because that's the idea. I want her to be a hanging. What's it? But I thought I'd sort out the size first, so I've got something to work with. I'll just cut that off there. Boop. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so that's going to go there. So we'll tape, pick that up off the floor. All right. See, I'm a bit worried about taking it off because now it's on, I kind of want to leave it on. Boop. So I'm going to get some tape. Oh, hi, Pauline. What's Pauline saying? You're a bit late, don't worry. Right, what am I doing? Bear with, I'll just put this down. I'm just going to take that on. I bought myself a new mannequin, okay? And it's the biggest size they do is up to size 20, which isn't big enough for Super Goddess. So I've used padding from Hello Fresh boxes to pad out this mannequin so it's Super Goddess size. Okay, so I've done, this is the hip bit, and I'm now doing the waist and bringing the waist out to where it should be. So I've done that bit on that side like that. I'm going to turn it around. So I'm just going to, because the hips are 54, my waist is 50. So as long as the top goes over the waist, do you see what I mean? It should work. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm just doing it rough. What was that? I felt like something was on my head then. So sitting that on there, which again is the same rough size. Cut a bit of put that there. Yeah, it's just the biggest mannequin I could find online, which is a size 18 to 20. But right, so that's holding on like that. Now, so I think I'm going to start in the middle. So I'm going to go like that. Right, hang on a sec, because I need extra hands for this, I think. Right, open me. Shut that in like that. Boop. And turn it around. So now I'm making a duct tape waist. Duct tape waist. Like that. And just pull it. Not too hard because I don't want to pull it off of the thing. That's it. And that goes around like that. And there's our makeshift waist. Good. I'm going to put a bit more on. I'm not sure if this duct tape is going to stick to the polystyrene now, because I've got my lines. You remember I did the eye line? I know that that needs to go up a bit, that side. Yeah, so that should be now. That's up a bit on that side. Right, so I'm going to put. Right, now that's too far up. That's it. That's it. Right, I'm going to go round over the hips just to hold that bit of duct tape together. I'm just going to go round, not pulling it, I'm just literally sticking it on so it will stick to that piece of duct tape that's holding the hips on, or holding the hips to the waist, if that makes sense. Hopefully it will at some point. Whoop. So that's that. Okay. Right, then we'll go. Start moving up now. So there's no catchy bits, and just so it tries to keep it a bit solid. That's the plan anyway. I'm literally making it up as I go along. And I suppose the good thing about this duct tape is, like, you can make it go round curves. It sticks to itself brilliantly, like that. Just turn it again. Oh, we might be able to do spirally. Woo! Exciting. Be good, isn't it? Stick on there. No, we'll go around one at a time. Don't like it. Don't want to do spirals because in case it moves. That can go on there like that. That can go on there like that. Right, the front's moving down, so we'll pull the front up, making sure that waist stays on the waistline. Yeah. So in that case, I think what we'll do the top. Don't know how well it's going to stick to the. Might stick quite well, hopefully. Let's see. Give it a bit of welly. Well, hey, put that over the top like that. I'm not going to bother doing the top because I'm only, at the minute, I'm just doing the skirt. And hopefully, by the time I'm doing the top, I'll have Hattie back. So, give that a pull. Like that, put that in there like that. In you go. That's it. Pull that nice and tight. Run like that. It's going rather jolly D. It's going rather jolly D. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. What's that sound? So sorry. No, what it is, there's someone outside one of our sheds. The felt blew off the roof. So that's people outside replacing the felt on the roof of the shed outside. So that's the banging that you can hear. So right, I think a couple more bits and I think that'll be good. I'm going to put a bit around the top because it's sticking quite well to the polystyrene, and I'm hoping, if I'm really lucky, this might stretch over. Ooh, don't think it is gonna, but it might. Hopefully. Right, so put that on there and on the polystyrene like that. Right, bear with. Right, I'm gonna have to. This is because it's curved. I'm going to do it in 2 hits because that's flat and that's stuck there. So I'll put that there. It's curved. So I want to make sure I get it right in here in the waist bit. Move that. Oh, mate. This is going better than I thought it would. Goody gumdrops. Right, so that's that side of the waist done. Right, so now we can do this side. Do so. Make sure it's on the. Make sure it's on the tape. Around like that. Give it a wee pull. That's it. That's it. So no cutting corners, you're going to see, you literally see everything live as it happens. Ooh. So is anyone doing anything while they're watching? Is anyone knitting or doing crochet? So I reckon that'd be cool. Right, I'm going to just do that front bit. And then I think we're going to be ready to put a skirt on it. Oh my God. This will be exciting. Right, hip, 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 hooray. Right, so put the bum up like that. So that's nice and that's that. Just getting rid of this step of the thing. What's that? Hi Emma. How did I just accidentally read the caption as trying my hand at making a flying mannequin? Yeah. No, well, it will. At the minute it's on the stand, but the idea is I want it to eventually hang from the ceiling. So, I don't know. It's just what I want. So, that is what I want. So, that is what I'm doing. Right, do you know what? I reckon that, let's just double check the waistline. Make sure. Right, it's gone down to 41, but that's there. No, that's because I'm in the wrong place. I need to be lower. Be lower. Your waist is there. Oh, just had a mega panic. Ignore the tape. That's just fitting it on. That's the waist there. All right. Oh, for goodness sake. $45. Right, cool. Could do with a little bit more in there if I'm completely honest, but I've run out of stuff now. So I'm going to leave it like that. Because I want to put my skirt on it. That's the whole point. And we've been doing that 40 minutes and that's long enough to be doing anything, isn't it? So I bought this skirt. And I had a think, oh, I've got this. Because this skirt that I want to play with, that I love the colour of, that I got in the charity shop, it's kind of like corduroy, yeah? which is quite, it's not a heavy corduroy, but it's just some of the other blouses, they were too thin, and I thought, like, I need something that's a similar thickness. So I remembered I had this is one of my old ponchos, but look, it goes with the colours. So what I'm going to do is use a piece of that. So, and this is where, take that out, I need to hang the skirt up. Right, so this has got a zip. It was the hand stuffed squirrels. No, what it is, I call it squirrel. You know when you think, oh, that'll come in handy, I'll just squirrel that away for another day. Bit like squirrels and their nuts. That's what I meant, squirreled. But yeah, I can understand where you think that. Right, yeah, so this, I like this. It's actually a monsoon skirt. It's got pockets. I don't want to lose the pockets. It's got a nice waistband. It's got a zip tie there. But obviously this is, if I measure the waist on this, right, so the waist on this is 36, right? And I want to make it to fit me. So I'm just gonna put this down. So waist is 36 and my waist is 50, so I need 14 inches, yeah, added to this skirt. And you think, well, bloody hell, that's a foot. It's a big lot, isn't it? So I'm thinking, right, yeah, it is a big lot. I get that. I do get that. But what I'm going to do, I had an idea. I had some inspiration. So what I'm going to do, I want to put it on the skirt because I want to see how it hangs. So it won't fit properly because I've made her big, but it might kind of half sort of fit because it's a big size skirt. So we'll put it on over the boobettes and it should sort of do up. Yeah, it's even see, this is a this is a 16, so it doesn't really even fit on this when it didn't have any but I can get it in any done up, so which is what I want to do. Which is roughly sitting a bit high on Mrs. Woman, but it's roughly how I want it, because I want to see where I can add that panel. Right, so it's 10 inches. I'm going to move her back so you can see me and maybe like hear my thought process. Right, can you see her there? Just get, because I'm starting to get a bit of backache. Too much standing up. Right, so we've got a middle seam here. So it's just in 4 panels. That's the next middle seam there, and then you've got side panel there. So if I do 14 inches, if I do it all in one place, my pockets aren't going to be right. So I need to split it in half. So, and do 7 inches, which is, let's just see. Right, 7 inches is that much, yeah? So I could put a 7-inch panel in the middle, or a 7-inch panel off to one side. I kind of want to put it a little bit to one side so it's not quite like symmetrical. Does that make sense? So I think I'm going to double check my measurements before I start wielding the scissors. Right, my waist is 50, that waist is 36. 36 mine from 50 is 14, isn't it? 36, 37, 38, 39, 40 plus 10, yeah, 14. Half of 14 is 7, right. I'm going to do it. Get me pen. Because it doesn't, this front bit here, sort of from here to here, it's kind of flat anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I'm doing it. So again, this is why I wanted to have something that was hanging, so I don't have to bend down to get to the bottom. So if I had it hanging up, I'd be able to reach the waist and I'd be able to reach the bottom of the skirt. And plus, if I want to make this longer, this skirt, I haven't got to bend down. So it's all, but I shall work out how to make it hang later. So 7. Well, obviously it's a bit crisp, it doesn't matter. Right, do I want it in the middle? Or do I want to do it one side? No, I'm going to do it. Sorry, just thinking, probably not very good for you. Right, I want it to be kind of there on the side. Yeah, I'm going to go over the middle seam a bit, and I'm going to mark at 3.5 inches because that's the middle point of where my panel's going to be. Right, so at 3.5. There. Okay. Then get Mother's yardstick. So that is roughly there. That's where it's roughly hanging. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the skirt. And then I'll pin it back on so you can see what it is I'm doing, why I am cutting the skirt. Right, oop. Just get it over the boobs. Right, move you over there. Okay, so yeah, so the line, I'll just show you where I'm going to cut. That's the middle centre seam, yeah. I'm just going to cut just to one side of it, so the panel's going to be kind of just slightly off centre. So, oop. Wish me luck as I cut it away. I've never done this before. Hopefully it will be okay. I haven't ironed it either, which is probably not a good. I've got to quickly put my iron in, just so I can make sure that it's. I am cutting a straight line, just in case. Where's it say? What's it say about ironing? Probably do not iron. Doesn't really matter. Just give it a quick press. Let's move that because I keep banging my head on it. Banging my head on it. Banging my head on it. Right. Right, it's only on low. I don't think it needs to be any more than that. Maybe a bit more. Turn it up a bit. Ba, 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 ba. Well, I'm not pressing the whole skirt, I'm just pressing the bit where I want to cut it, just to make sure that it's straight, okay? And I'm not cutting both sides of the skirt, I'm just cutting the front. I'm going to get Mother's yardstick, join up the two lines that I made, like that. Just do a a what's it line. Right, it's now or never. She's done it. She's made the first cut. Just hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling. Be mine tonight. Oh, tomorrow. It doesn't have to be perfect, this cut. Well, it needs to be straight, obviously. But it's going to get something sewed onto it. Na-nee-na-na. Oh my God, I've done it now. I've done it now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, just make sure we're... Okay, so... It might not be the back when I feel. I'm just thinking, is that going to be the back? I don't think it really matters. Right, so I'm going to put it on. It doesn't matter how at the moment, but I know my waist area, actually maybe I should mark it on here. So my waist is 50, so I'm just going to where the mannequin is 50, so I can mark on it where the waist is. Does that make sense? Or how big it needs to be. Right, oh, I've pulled that in quite a lot. I'm going to put another load onto there, but I'm going to do it low for now. Pretend that it's the right measurements. Next week it'll be the right measurements. But pins, where'd I put my pins? Where did I put my pins? Where did I put my pins? Pins, pins, pins. I need my pins. Oh, are they in here? Let's have a look. Here they are. Here they are. Right, so that's roughly. So I'm gonna pin it just below, like that. Oh, I've just dropped the pin on the floor, which always makes me hinky. Oh, did I just spot it? Oh, that's lucky. Pick that up. And we're going to go round and round and round and round like that. And that's our hole. Okay, that's our hole. Will that go into the polystyrene? Yay! Right, so now we've got a panel bit. Just going to move that back. Yeah. That I'm going to fill with some of this. So I'm going to take this apart, turn it into pieces of fabric. I might even, because it's got the tassels. Oh, I could do tiered tassely bits. Oh, right. I'm just going to cut this seam up because these are quite bulky seams and I want flat seams. So I'm just going to cut this seam off like that. And cut the other seam off. Where is the other seam? Ooh, there's a pocket there as well. Right, let's just get this out. Right, I'm just going to cut this off the top. Ba, ba, ba. excuse me, I know there's not a lot of talking going on, but I am concentrating. So I'm just cutting this off the top, so I've got a flat piece of fabric to work with. Pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, sounds like they're still doing the roof outside. I'll go and ask them in a minute how they're doing. Pew, pew. Right, that's that off. Right, so I'm going to turn this way again. Ooh, what's this? Oh, babes. See you later, Pauline. Lovely to see you. Yep. Right. And what I'll do is, like, when I finish today, if I do any more of it between now and next Sunday, I'll pop little progress videos so you can see what I've done in between times. But I don't know if I'll get time, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna see. I've got that. Now, do I want? I don't really want it pointy at the bottom. I want it flat. So, and that. Oh, there's another seam there. Kind of liking. I'm liking the tassels. So I might put the tassels on the bottom. Yeah, just to add a little bit of something. And then I'm going to sew, like, because I've got a 7-inch gap and I need to leave ½ inch seam allowance either side. So I need to cut an 8-inch strip. Okay, so I'm going to quickly do that on this piece that I like because it's got a nice pattern. Mother's yardstick, there it is. So, because it's got a nice stripy pattern I can follow, I can make sure that it's pretty straight at 8 inches. So I'm just sorting out my edges. Like that. And then cut it straight across the top. Like that, go over there. Right, so 8 inches is. Oh, right now 8 inches is halfway through that. I don't like that. 8 inches. Right, it's from 8 inches there to there. Right. I'm just thinking about how the pattern is. We're going for it. We're going for it. Pionk. I'm doing it. 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 That's that. Just straighten that up at the top. Boop. Make a mark. Da, da, da. Sorry about that. Right, we have a piece. Oh, oh, crikey. I'm just going to pin it on rough because it'll give me a rough idea of what it's going to look like. So I'm going to start at the bottom. I want that. I quite like, because this has got like a turquoise band on it. I like the turquoise band, so I'm just going to pin it, the turquoise band in line, and then I'm going to stick another pin there. Oh, this is awkward. Never mind. Never mind. Put that in there like that. I'm just going to put that on my wrist. Boop. Put that on there like that. Boop. And another one at the top. So that's this is also this is kind of soft like the other fabric is as well. Then me likey, me likey, me likey. Right, do the same on this side. I'm going to pin that like that. Pin that on there like that. As I say, this is just so I can get an idea of what it's going to look like, because I am literally making it up as I go along, but I just thought of this the other day and I thought, ooh. Again, it was squirreled in the shed. Right, so that's the first bit on. Now, if I can find the same pattern, right, there's a bit there. If I can't, it doesn't matter. We'll just have something similar. Similar, Marlene. Right, that's got, yeah, that's going up and down, and that's got, right, it doesn't need to have it on the bottom. It could go sideways, or better if we go, see, I might swap it round. I might have it one, oh, actually, see, that's got more of the blue. Maybe I might put that at the bottom and that at the top, but it's just having the length. Right, I'm going to cut that 8 inches. Yeah, I think I'm going to swap them over. I'm going to swap them over. Swap them over. Right, where's 8 inches? 8 inches, roughly there. So I'll do that. Come on. Shut the marker. There's my perfume. Da-da-dee-dee. Oh, I need some better scissors. Actually, I might as well take my scissors back into Yogi. And, oh, just put another pin on the floor. Hey! There it is. Oh, cracky. Yeah, do you know what? I think I like that better on the bottom. I'll turn it around a little bit more so you can see. I think I'm liking that better because there's more of the colour in it. See, it changes all the time. Right, so it's 5 o'clock. I'm going to stop there with you guys because I've got other things I've got to do. But I'm well pleased with the progress we've made today. So if I do, as I say, if I do get a chance to do anything between now and next Sunday, I will do a little video just so you can watch what happens. If not, I'll be carrying on with this next week. And basically I've done a 7-inch panel this side once we've sorted out the panel on the front, we're going to do the same on the back and put a 7-inch panel on the back, and then that will make it big enough technically, or it should do, but we'll keep trying on as we go. So that's that. Yeah, so if I'm just going to pin it rough. I still think that's going to be better. Yeah, right. I'm going to stop for today. Cut some more bits for me inserts. Because I could do a couple that actually match, which will be better. So hope you enjoyed your first Sunday Crafternoon. It's you know, it's a organic thing. It will be different every day, but at the minute what we're doing, we are making a super size super goddess skirt for Ronnie to wear. So that's it really. So I shall see you Wednesday. If you want to see some of the super goddess hippie stuff that I sell, I've got a website which is www.witchcrafter.co.uk. I'm on YouTube, which is Witchcrafter Hippieshed, and obviously on Facebook, because this is where I am now. And I will see you on Wednesday with some new stock. See you later, guys. Bye 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 bye.